Welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony, and we can get the right camera angle here.
I'm not Tony. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony. With me, as always, the ever so lovely, radiant, glowing, graceful.
I thought you were going to forget my name.
No, how can I forget your name?
Well, thank you for that introduction.
You're welcome.
Holy moly.
And
I don't
gotta
know.
adjust my microphone.
I guess I got to take back all those mean things I said about you.
Wow, why are you going to be a jerk coming out of the gate?
Swinging. Just swinging.
Pew, pew, shots fired.
And then, as you can see next to him, we have an empty chair.
Yes, the ghost with the most.
I don't know what's happening.
We love you, Chris. Come back.
But we have in studio with us tonight Roxann and Cindy from Highly Offensive Hoodies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice
we're
wide-angle
so-
shot for the whole part of the room over
Yeah.
there. And the two lovely ladies.
Two lovely ladies and our dear friends. We're so thankful to have you guys here tonight. Glad that you could join us. We are running a little bit late because technology
Sucks.
but that happens.
So tell them about what actually happened before we start. We were getting ready to start the show.
Right.
And
then my mouse freezes and I'm going, okay, I can't start the show. And then the computer just restarts.
yeah, of course.
So here we are, though.
Yep,
Better late
Up
than
and
never.
running.
that's right. We like to make an entrance. So
For sure. So
speaking of
it's nice.
making entrances, before we get into a horror week's work,
Yeah.
the legendary Mitch Gill
Yeah.
has a show tomorrow.
He does.
I am excited. This is season 5.
Season 5. This is the
And-
first comedy show of the season.
Yeah, and Mitch is one funny motherfucker.
I agree with you. I agree. I know that he couldn't make it in tonight to talk about the show, but we're gonna try to do a good job.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Try to make him proud.
pull the details up of that.
Yeah.
So talk amongst yourselves, because I'm a trained
Oh,
professional. I should have had this
right.
shit together.
Well,
right?
joining us tomorrow night at the show, you guys are gonna launch your new line of shirts and hoodies
We are.
from Highly Offensive Hoodies, which is very awesome. Anywhere that we go with those on, everybody loves them, takes notice, and they're like, "Where'd you get that at?"
Not everybody loves
So
them,
we
but
share.
most people do.
Well, the ones that have talked to me and approached me like
Most
my
people love
Queen
them.
of Fucking Everything that you
Right.
guys gave me. So, but for the most part, the ones that are cool, I think,
Sure,
they
They
ask
do-
where they're from.
yeah,
So,
they
which
do
is awesome.
Make you stand up and take notice.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You got it?
Yes, I have the details now.
Did I do a good job?
Yeah,
All right.
nice talking amongst yourselves.
Thanks.
Friday, September 20th, 2019. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 8 p.m. and tickets are $15. And a portion of the proceeds will go to the Child Advocacy Center of Tuscola County.
That's awesome.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome. And it
it's-
is a great show.
Oh,
I went
it
in
is.
April. I
Yeah.
had a great time.
Yeah, you got the
I
tickets. You won the
did, I
tickets. I
did,
was
and
like,
I
Roxanne.
went, and I had a great time. I got to
Yes.
meet you guys.
That
It
was
Yeah.
so fun.
The show lasts quite a long time too.
yeah.
It's in a nice place. They have good food, good drinks.
Yeah.
And they have an intermission, so guys like me
Yes.
who have an old man bladder can take a piss and smoke a cigarette.
Right.
True.
Right, so that's nice.
It's a
And not
nice
get completely
atmosphere.
called out by the comedian.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the
Exactly.
people that they have are funny, and Mitch is funny.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a great time.
Speaking of the comedians he has, Rob Schneider, feature is Shelley Smith, and the headliner is Keith Ruff.
All right.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Nice.
it's a 21 and older show because obviously there's alcohol served.
Yeah.
As well, there should be.
Right.
And because of the language and the content of it, that's another reason. But we just like to say because of the alcohol. Because kids these days, they get it.
I bring. My
They say
kids up with
worse.
alcohol, too,
So say, have you been to the local high school? There's lots of stuff
I
going
have
on there.
not because luckily our kids are not old enough.
Well, apparently everybody and their brother is sick at school, so I had to go pick my kids
Oh,
up, and
My kid was sick.
Get
today.
away!
right. And
I need a bubble.
Right. So I walk into the office and signing on the dotted line to get my kid out of school, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, like everybody's got leprosy or something like that." I'm going, "Well, that's not okay. You should probably
That's
get
unsettling.
vaccinated or something for that."
Get your crotch monsters vaccinated, people.
Right.
Love that. That's
That could be a new shirt. Yeah.
Wash down of the entire show.
Oh no! I gotta give a shout out to Becky because I've been helping Becky out as much
Yeah.
as I could, and it's
Becky.
hilarious because apparently Cupid, her dog,
Mhm.
who is an absolute meathead,
But
and
he's a
he'll
cute meathead.
he'll lick you to death.
Mhm.
So, and he has the attention
Pitbull.
span of a toddler.
Yeah, people.
Yep, I have one and he licks you to death.
So he likes to jump up on Becky and smash her taco.
Oh, jeez.
And she's like, "Damn it, Cupid, you made my taco angry."
God.
Angry
We'd look at it.
taco.
We
That's our
actually had
next
one
shirt.
like that.
I was gonna say there's got to be something in there about
There
Shark
is.
Week and angry taco.
that's-
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, take
Shark
care of
Week,
your
that's what
Shark
we
Week
drink
with
at.
your angry taco from your crotch monsters.
I want to say I want one that says breeders.
Right.
'Cause I can't have kids, so I think that's hilarious. You know.
So
Oh,
yeah, shout out to
Oh.
Becky from
Yeah. Shout
the
out.
Survivor Girl podcast.
Mhm. Love Becky. I know she's going through some stuff right now, but she is pulling through like a warrior. So
She is a fucking badass. I'm just gonna throw this out there. As long as I've known Becky, because she was one of those ones that obviously she's like, well, I'm not gonna hang out with you and your friends, Heather, because they're fucking weird.
it's not the first time I've heard that, but that's okay. I embrace my weirdos. I
Right.
love them.
I was the friend that should have came with a disclaimer because Becky was
I
like,
think so,
"Nope,
yeah.
no."
Yeah.
And now she's like my Pepper Potts, which I love her. She busts her
She
ass.
does. She did the graphic tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Or today. I'm like, I forgot. I'm at work, and I was like, "Can you pull together the graphic?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got it." I'm like, "Oh my god, I love you."
So yeah, Becky's a total badass. But anyways, what you were saying?
I got some stuff in chat.
We already got chat blown up.
Heck yeah, we do.
Okay.
Sasha says hello, peoples. Hey, Sasha.
What's up, Sasha?
Candy Ray says hi, guys. Tony needs to turn up his mic. Oh, thank you.
How about now?
And Jeremy says no. Where's Chris?
I know, right?
You're not here to fill in the spot, Jeremy. What's happening? Sasha says Tony's fault for running late. Candy says always Tony's fault.
If all else fails, blame.
Man,
Tony.
I feel
Can I
good.
get a hoodie that says that? If
I
all else
feel
fails,
good.
blame?
I
Right.
feel good right now.
I
All these
know.
people are blaming you. Sasha says, yeah, Tony, turn your mic up, but don't deep throat it.
Starting
Heather,
off good.
I'll lip in my uvula.
she said, Heather, you did your hair. Actually, nope, I didn't. But I
Nope.
didn't put a hat on to hide it either. So
That's right.
I guess I did.
Zero fucks given.
I did brush it. You're correct. I did. And then Adam says, hey, guys, coming in great. Thanks, Adam. And then Candy says, guess Mike's NG2.
Yeah.
NG2, maybe? I don't know.
Need to come up.
Oh, and then
Of course, we
Jeremy
got to get them closer to them because they're like, "Hey." No,
What's
don't do what I did.
There- oh, there we
saw what
go.
he did.
There we go. And then Jeremy says, didn't get the invite. Must be my connection. Mess up your connection, man.
So, how was your week, Heather?
My week has been incredible.
Yeah.
I've been busy, but
Yeah.
I liked it.
Fingernail things poking me in the side, and I opened my keys.
Goodness. I like it. I am busy at Bronner's. We are getting a lot of orders coming in, which I love. I love my job. I love penning, so it makes me happy putting people's names on ornaments all day.
Is that what they're calling stripping today?
It's not stripping. I'm telling you.
I mean, you've got glitter all over
I
the
do.
top of your forehead. And
got
I mean,
it here.
I'm just saying,
It's not from.
if I,
It's from
you know,
ornaments, man. It's
I
from
would own that shit. You know, it's a respectable industry. Any place
no.
where you can make $2,000 a day.
I'm
come on.
past college, so I'm not. I cannot be like, oh, I'm doing this to earn money for college, because that's not how it's. No. But anyway, I love working there. You know, it makes me happy. I don't fight with myself to go
Right.
get up and go to work, and I get up pretty early.
Oh, yeah.
right there. So that's been pretty good. I don't know. I got some donations for clothes.
What?
Got some clothes donated.
Speaking of that, someone sent me
Yeah.
someone sent me a picture of you,
Yeah.
and it was absolutely incredible.
Thank you. Thanks.
So yeah, congratulations on kicking an ass and leaving a footprint.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because I'm still like I was telling. I stopped in to see Roxann and Cindy the other day, and like when I move to get out of the way for people, like I don't realize that I'm smaller now, so like I'll navigate differently, and I'm like, yeah, this is awkward. This
I
is
can get through
weird.
there.
You don't
Yeah.
have to move so much.
Right. People will tell me that all the time. They're just like, you are smaller, and I'm just like,
We tried to move out of my way. I'm like, girl, you're fine.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so used to it. Like, and so now, I found those size 12, which I used to be a 30. Ooh. So I found them in the bag, and I'm like, and I was like, try them on, just try them. So I did, and I was like, holy shit, they fit. They're tight. I'm not
Good
gonna
for
lie
you.
to you.
Good for
They're
you.
like painted on, but I can wear them.
But you got them buttoned.
But I got them buttoned. You can actually probably sit up in the chair, Nate.
He's trying to adjust the cameras.
Gotcha. So anyway, it's been a cool week. Excited because we've got the Relay for Life coming up this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
Our band, the Burnside Band, goes on at 7:00, and that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be my first on stage with energy show, so that's gonna be interesting. And I got more confidence too, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So
Now,
we're
are you
doing that.
singing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. I'm gonna be singing, and
Not only does she sing, she belts it out.
I do the blues.
Ooh, I was
Doing
gonna
the
say, what kind
blues.
of
I'm
music
more
do
of a
you
bluesy kind of girl. Yeah, I'll be doing like Pride and Joy and a couple other like Sweet Home Chicago. That
Yep.
one's fun. I'm
Yep.
enjoying that. So
sing? Do we get
yeah.
a little sample?
Oh. we might if we run out of things to talk about. I don't know.
That is never an issue with us.
No, I mean we could. We I don't know how you feeling.
Am I being
We'll do-
voluntold?
I mean, you know. But
Voluntold. I like that one. That's a good one. I need to write that down.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you
Am
know
I being voluntold?
these are
Mhm.
marketing meetings. They're not a podcast.
pretty much, yeah.
That's why she
Yeah.
brought the notepad.
Yeah.
Right.
So we got that going on, and I'm excited to do that. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Yeah, week's been great. I don't know. I can't complain. I got lots of energy this week, so when I'm feeling good, I take advantage of it.
My week has been insane.
I don't know. I was just gonna ask you how has yours been?
It has been absolutely insane. Of course, you know, bouncing stuff off of you. And hey, so this fell into my lap. This fell into my lap. This fell into my lap. And we can't talk about it because there's so much stuff going on
Right.
behind the scene.
Right.
So,
it's awesome.
oh God, it's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got so much awesome stuff coming down the pipe. The winter is going to be insane. I mean, we thought the summer months were off the chain with doing 15,000 festivals and events and
Yeah.
all kinds of other things. And yet, here we are ramping up for the winter.
Right.
We're getting ready to drop a new podcast.
We are getting ready to. Are we talking about that yet? I want to kind of give a shout out.
Yes, give a shout out.
So Jeremy, who was in the chat, had an awesome idea
Shout
for a
out to Jeremy.
podcast called "This Is Your Brain."
This is your brain. This is my brain.
My brain. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. This is my brain. And it goes on about different topics depending on who is going to be in the studio with him. So that's going to be dropping Saturday the 28th, right?
Yes.
Weirdo.
Well, it's like really close.
I
And it's
know.
got just my fat head. So
Be
everybody
nice
else
to yourself.
well, everybody's at like a palatable distance
Sure.
for your viewing pleasure. And here I
Right.
am. Oh, hey, look, it's a big old alien.
We
head.
really got to get this straightened out beforehand because I look at the screen and I'm like, but so that's awesome. I can't wait to see or listen to that. And there's cameras involved in that as well.
Oh, absolutely. And you know,
So-
the fact that they're coming under the Strange Transmedia umbrella is stupidly exciting
Yes.
because I mean, he loves what we do. Obviously, he supported this in a very huge
Oh
way.
yeah, absolutely.
So to help him launch this, and this has been in the making for God, 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
As we're, getting stuff and learning more about things, because nobody taught us how to do this. We're just like, we're gonna do a podcast. Well, how do you do a podcast?
Yeah. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
There's no rules that's written to go, you got to do it this way. And we're like, okay. Right. So we just did it. And it was like, okay, this is how this works.
Yeah.
And, every time we've made, quote unquote, the next
you
logical
go.
step
That's good.
was, okay, so now we're going to introduce cameras into this. Or we're
Yeah.
going to introduce,
Which he also was like, you guys are getting cameras.
right.
And I'm like, I don't like Jeremy as an Oprah. You're getting a camera and you're getting a camera. And I'm just like,
Yeah, we have like 6 cameras in the studio.
yeah.
And it's absolutely insane.
It's cool. I mean, we're still
People love
it's
it.
Still
They're
learning.
like, we can see your faces. And we're like,
you want to
you
see
wanna
our
see our
face?
faces.
You really, you want to see these weird faces we
Right.
make?
Well, I think it's the
But-
mannerisms and the goofy facial
Yeah.
expressions
Well,
that we
yeah.
make.
And then when you're explaining and you're talking about a story and you're like, well, I caught a fish that was like this big, and
Right.
you're making that gesture, and nobody has no idea how big of a fish you got because you're not on camera.
Right.
So I mean,
It was
it
this
works,
big.
right? So it works. But we do have a couple more things in chat. But
Sweet.
so go ahead. It is September 28th that it's going to launch. Do you know
Yes.
the time of that?
No, we don't have an official time because
Okay.
obviously, like any other show, you've got production that you got to do, and then when you're all set to go, There you go.
Yeah.
Like tonight, going late because
Yeah.
I hate technology.
Yeah. So I agree with you, but I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to mess up my chi if I do.
Woosah, bitches.
Becky says, dang it, guys. I held in the tears until now.
Love you,
him.
Becky.
Blame Tony. And then Sasha says, hello, Becky. And my dad's joining and says, hello, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? Hey, Dad.
What's up, Pops?
Hi, Dad.
Candy's calling us big meanies.
You're welcome.
Sasha says, hey, now you can go to college at any age. Candy says, damn intern. Jeff Graham is joining us. Looking good, Tony and gang.
El Jefe.
Did you have a late start? Yes, we did. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty because the computer restarted on us.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy says he's shooting for 8 p.m. but ... So,
Right, yeah.
So we got that.
Production.
Thanks, guys, for
Yeah.
tuning in and joining in the chat. We love it when you guys are vocal on there. When you're nice to each other, too. That's cool.
Gotta spread the love.
But what else has been going on with your week?
Oh, it's been insane. I mean, the other morning, I wasn't even out of bed yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was up at 6:30, 7 o'clock to take the kids to school and to do running around. My phone has got at least 22 different messages. And mind you, I went to bed at 5.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
So
you woke up
5
an
a.m.?
hour later?
5 a.m., yes.
And you got up an hour later?
Hour and a half later.
You're crazy.
And I'm insane because, sleep and me have an understanding. I want it like a Taiwanese hooker, and it never shows up. So, yeah.
So it's cheap and shitty?
Yes, exactly. You got the punchline.
I think I made it up.
And sometimes there's a little bit of roofian going on.
Oh.
But anyways, you get the
Oof.
point.
All right.
So, yeah, that's been my week of, people hitting me up going, hey, I know what you guys are doing. I want to support. How about this as a opportunity? Or,
Yeah.
We want to support the show. We're going to throw some stuff at you. And it's just like,
Okay.
oh, yes, please.
So I'm like, anybody that gives me like any messages while I'm at work, just do a voice message really quick for me because I got my headphones in and I can just listen to it. And then when I get a chance, I hate giving just like a thumbs up or I hate that. But when I'm at work, it's like, I can't really answer right now.
I was totally
every
messing
time
with
I
her.
do, somebody like one of my
Walks
bosses
past.
pops in and my boss listens to the podcast because he heard it on my voicemail when he called me to see if I wanted to work. And I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I walk in the office and he's like, hey, I already liked your podcast, both of them. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And I'm like, it's not PG at all. He's like, I'm okay with that. Like, it's okay. And so I'm looking in the office, looking around. And he's our new manager this year. And I see that he's got a cup that's Captain Marvel. And I was like, this dude's fucking awesome. And then he's got like, different things around the office. I'm like, me and him are going to get along. And then he's got like the Shop Smart, the S-Mart thing, or however you say it, because I always mess
Army
it up.
of Darkness.
On the back
Shop
of his
Smart,
truck.
Shop S-Mart.
Yeah. On the back of his truck and some other really cool bumper stickers. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get along fine.
We're going to get along
So,
great.
so I'm like, all right, I just wanted to warn you that it's not PG. And he's like, okay. I said, it's not even PG-13. It's like way.
Yeah, oh, yeah. We're NC-17.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh, this week has been awesome. First, I forgot before I'm going to cut your week off. I got to stop into the Uplift Creative Center. Roxanne is teaching me how to make pom-poms for a cool rug, which is cool.
Sweet.
And I got to show them some of the stuff that I make because they're inviting me to teach classes there.
What?
So I'm going to look through the schedule and see, what days are available so I can get some classes going over there. And
We're excited.
I'm excited.
Cool.
Very excited. And there was something else cool I was going to say, but now I lost it.
Way to go, Heather.
I'll
One
get there.
job.
I'll get back to it.
One job.
I'll remember it. I'll get there, hopefully. But that was important to me, so I wanted to say that I got to stop in there, and it was really cool. I got to see like the behind-the-scenes stuff and what all you guys got going on there, and I'm like, yeah, this is
come
awesome.
On. When you're dealing with the mafia, you don't swim with the fishes. You make deals that are, unnegotiable, and you get a deal you can't refuse.
Got a deal you won't refuse.
I mean, I wouldn't cross those two.
No.
I'm just saying,
No.
fuck up your kneecaps and
That's what happened to my knee.
eat
Right.
your.
Right there.
Oh, is that what that was?
That is.
Me and you were all
That's
right.
why I ride bitch.
Speaking of that,
I don't know why that reminded me of what I was gonna say now. I got my my script for the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing on the 28th? You should should stop over when I've got some scenes I want you to run." So I'm looking at the script and I'm like, "Oh wow, I've got quite a few scenes.
Yeah.
I've got the very last line in the movie."
How
Yeah.
Heck
awesome.
yeah. So I'm excited. I'm gonna play that sassy reporter.
I know why it reminded you of that.
What's that?
Because you a badass bitch.
Okay, that's probably what happened.
That
Girl
explains
boss.
it.
But yeah, so that was pretty cool too. So he messaged and was like, "Okay, we need to get you over here, started on some scenes, and Hope's gonna go with me." I'm excited. She's cool. So yeah, I'll stop cutting you off now.
So, anyways, my weekend. No, it's just been insane because we've put so much work into this. We're at what, episode 108? 107? I don't know.
One of those.
It's all a blur. And, you know, we've got the Survivor Girl podcast. We've
Yeah.
got Mitch's Fake Radio. Mitch. Go. And now we're getting This Is My Brain.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of other ones that are coming up, probably mid-winter,
Yeah.
late-winter-ish. And it's just insane. And I'm so excited to talk about it. And we can't
Because we are not allowed, and we're the bosses.
I know. How the hell did that happen?
I don't
Where's
know.
Okay. Did you get the
Gag
memo?
order,
Right.
something like that.
Press
But
and
it's
hold
cool.
over your child's cry hole for 8 to 12 seconds.
Oh my god.
An absolute bliss.
Present hold.
Thanks, nap time.
Brought to you by Glitter Babies. Oh. I think we need to do some like little commercials
Oh,
like
of
that.
course
That would
we
be
do.
fun.
Oh,
That would be
God.
fun. Very fun.
Speaking
So-
of commercials, Mitch did a 60-second radio spot, which was...
Yay. Do
Fucking
we have it?
hilarious.
Can we play?
I don't know if...
If that's able to be played.
I don't know if we can play that yet, because I don't
Oh.
think it's ready for the episode yet.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be put on the Mitch's Fake Radio.
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah. And that is September 30th at 8 p.m.
You guys, if you have not checked out his show yet, like he's got the Get a Room Comedy Club, which is here in Caro. We'd love to see you guys there. We will be there. There's going to be highly offensive hoodies there, so you're able to purchase those. They're going to talk a little bit more about that. But his show is hilarious, and it's a lot of fun. But not only that, I'll let you talk about that in just a second. But Mitch's Fake Radio is funny too. Like you guys put a lot of work into that. I just press buttons when I get here and try not to laugh so everybody else hears me in the studio because it's only supposed to be Mitch.
Well, Mitch puts me in the gimp suit so I can't talk. He's just like push buttons. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
hi, Mitch. I'm on my show talking.
It's good stuff. So if you guys get a chance to go out there and see us tomorrow night, doors open up at 6 p.m.
Yep.
Show starts at 8. If you're gonna drink,
Don't be an asshole.
don't be an asshole and heckle the comics and talk while
They
people
will
are
own
trying
you.
to listen and have a good time.
They will
Uh,
straight up own you.
They will. They will because they're trained to do that. I mean, they train
Oh, yeah.
themselves to be able to do that. And sometimes that's my favorite part when they're just like, "Oh,
What?
you think you're the comedian?" Mhm.
I have the microphone and you have to do everything I say.
Yeah, Mike Ball is awesome at that.
Oh my God.
He's
See,
funny.
in the disclaimer that Mitch gives, he's like, look, don't heckle the comics.
Yeah.
Just be considerate.
Yeah,
But every single person that has heckled the comics,
they get what's coming to them.
oh my God, it's priceless.
They get it. So, but you had 2 things in your phone
Yes,
there a
I
minute
have
ago.
2. These are
Oh.
dipped in platinum, coated in a gold, and they are $15 a piece. I got a $30 value here, and some lucky listener is going to get these tickets.
But wait, there's more.
But wait,
If you
there's more.
if you win these tickets and you show up at that, you bring another friend, I'll give you a crisp high five.
What?
As long as you wash your hands, because
Yeah,
yuck.
nobody wants herpes.
Right. It's not
So
all.
yeah, put your hand down, Asian.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have the opportunity to win 2 free tickets to Mitch's show tomorrow night,
Mm-hmm.
and trust me, how are they gonna?
Well, I
Win
would
it.
like to see you guys go ahead and head over to Highly Offensive Hoodies.
What?
I want you to go like their page and come back and comment on the link because we're going to share the link for this episode that you did that.
Yes.
I'm gonna check it out too, because if you didn't, these girls are gonna tell me that you didn't, and you're not getting the tickets.
And Cindy is gonna fuck up both her kneecaps.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
Why does everybody gotta make me the mean
No.
girl?
She's the one that's got the scar. I'm just saying.
got
Would
3
you
of
fuck
them.
with you if you were like, hey, so
No.
this is my sidekick and she's got a scar. Don't fuck with me.
But yeah, I'd like
I
you
can
guys to
prove
go
that.
over, and we're gonna put the link up.
Mhm.
Hey Pepper, if you're listening, can you put the link up for us?
Pepper. Love you, Pepper Potts.
Love you. We can put that link up and have you go over there and like Highly Offensive Hoodies. Come back and comment on this episode's link on our Facebook page that it's done, which sounds funny. But anyway, that you did it, and we're gonna check it out, and then we will let you guys know. I'll have Tony go ahead tomorrow morning because I'll be at work.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but you can hop on
I'm
video and let
I'm-
them know who the winner was.
Probably. I mean, I'm going to be
Maybe.
watching Asian porn because that's my morning routine
Gross.
with yoga.
Gross.
Disgusting.
I mean,
Gross.
okay, I do fat kid naked yoga. Why you guys got to kink shame?
Man, I wish I wouldn't have gave you that yoga now.
I'm trying to
Mental
better
picture?
my health, and this
Yeah.
is the shit I get for it.
I've never been good at not getting mental pictures.
That's why my face
Every
always tells
time.
everybody what's going on. I cannot keep a secret.
Nope.
I'm like,
See, the
No.
great part about that is I'm not paying for anyone's therapy, so yeah.
You don't have enough money after people have dealt with us.
Well, I mean, we do come with a disclaimer because we are a mutual, equal opportunity
Yeah,
offender.
true. So ladies,
Exactly.
what has been going on? Oh, he's got to put you on the camera. No, them. I'm talking with them.
Yeah. Come
So-
on, man. There you
So
go.
tell us what.
There we
We might
are.
have
There
to
we
turn
go.
up their mics a little bit. We've been hearing that
Yeah,
in
a little
the
bit.
in the thing. But what's going on? What's new? What do you guys?
what isn't
You guys
new?
were
We
on
have a
our
lot
show.
going on.
We've had you on the show before. We absolutely loved having you guys on. It was so much
we had a
fun.
good time.
So much cool
We were
stuff.
late as hell.
So you guys are
Yeah.
repeat offenders.
We
Yes,
are.
We
Thank
love
you so
repeat
much for coming
offenders.
back to the show.
Yeah, no, thanks for having us.
We need to add them to the repeat offender list.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
So we've just been expanding, and we did more with the hoodies this time, but we also have so much more going on at Uplift. So
Just so much more.
Cindy spent the entire summer vending at festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
She has
every
so
other
many great
weekend
stories.
I've been gone for. I usually leave on Thursday about noon, and I don't get back until Sunday at 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm just literally in Hippieville, in the middle of the woods.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, it is. It's
I
fabulous.
want to go.
Festivals are just so much fun, and the
Works
music,
so well.
all the most amazing
Oh,
music
yeah.
you could ever imagine.
That's why I love the Ren Fair because you hear some cool stuff.
Yeah, Renaissance Festival, that one too.
Yeah.
Well, one of the girls that I listened to when we were at Feral Fest in August, her name is Nina Sophia, and she actually is on her way to Chicago
That's
this
right.
weekend
Oh.
because she was one of the only 3 people who tried out for American Idol in Detroit and went through.
Wow.
So I
amazing.
listened to her at
I got
Feral Ground.
chills. Ooh.
Yeah, she's super, super
Awesome.
amazing. And she went, like, she just was getting ready to jam with her band. It's called Nina and the Buffalo Riders.
Nice.
Awesome.
Super amazing band. And she was just getting ready to jam, and they were doing a open mic
Yeah.
on the second stage. And they were done with open mic, and she's like, she was just walking up, listening to the other people that were doing the open mic. And she's like, hey, everybody want to jam?
Oh, cool.
5 different people.
Nice.
5 different bands. Some she jammed with before, some she hadn't.
Yeah.
And they all just came together and they just,
Very cool.
That's awesome.
and it was like,
That's always so much fun when that happens.
fun.
Yeah.
It makes me think of Abby. But yeah.
so yeah, that's super exciting. And
That's
we've got some
cool.
of the other people that have been at our festivals that have gone to The Voice or American Idol and made
Yeah.
top 5 type
That's
stuff.
crazy.
That's cool.
And
You meet
Yeah.
all different kinds of people at these
Mhm.
festivals.
but coming back for the winter, we're working on screen printing orders like crazy
Yes.
and
yeah.
tie-dye
Keeping up.
orders and
Cool.
Classes, bath
Christmas
products.
product classes.
Yeah, I love that. When you were
Yes.
telling me about
working them
that.
out today. We have
Yeah.
an idea of where we would incorporate some Christmas classes so that you can make like gifts or
Mhm.
something of that sort. And today we came up with a lot. Or I
Yeah,
thought it was a lot.
definitely. Like one class where you can come in and make handmade chapstick, but like natural chapstick, not one
Nice.
that has 10 ingredients in it. It has 3 ingredients and they're all
Awesome.
natural.
That's awesome.
Chapsticks and lip balms and sugar scrubs and tie-dye face cloths and
That's
just
cool.
Well, and I think Cindy's Uplift Creative Center has attracted more artists
Yeah.
and more crafters and people with different backgrounds.
That's awesome.
So it's not just tie dye. It's not just like you and I were making the pom pom
Yep.
rug.
Yep.
I've gotten a hold of a few different people that do different stuff, so that there's it's
Variety.
a variety of
huge
so
variety
many
of crafts
things.
and
Yeah.
not just crafts, but artsy kind of things that somebody can teach you how to make, and you can say, hey, I made this as a gift for someone, or
That's cool.
I made this art piece that's hanging on my wall because somebody walked me through this class of doing it. And we have like paint your pet and
That's
the
fun. Those are
acrylic
neat.
pour classes, and I mean just so many different genres of art.
That's
That's
very
so cool.
Well, you'd have to ask her, like I said earlier, what doesn't she do?
Yeah.
What isn't there to do
Yeah.
at the Uplift Creative Center?
Yeah.
I mean, we're of course ramped up to make offensive hoodies.
Yeah.
We're going to be at Mitch's show tomorrow night. Excited to be there. We're laughing as we're making these. because, I mean, they're just funny and it's entertaining. Most people do enjoy them, but
Yeah.
they get a few with the attitude. She brought
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
I brought these 2 today. These were 2 that we just printed today. I screw, I nut, and then I bolt.
Just something simple.
And then
Not everybody's as
It's my
offensive as
favorite.
you can read this one, Nate.
Sorry, no hablo fucktard.
Fuck
No
tardo.
fucktardo.
Blah,
I didn't see the
Fucktardo.
Those are awesome.
It's fuckardo.
We're going to bring 6 designs with us. We'll have a variety of t-shirts
Nice.
as well as
Sizes.
hoodies
That's cool.
All the
because
way
we
up
noticed
to-
the weather was a little hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have short sleeves, hoodies, some. I don't know if we'll have any long sleeve t-shirt hoodies yet, but definitely by October we'll have long
Yeah.
sleeve t-shirts.
Cool.
They're super nice. And then,
They're oh so comfortable
oh my gosh, just
and hilarious.
The 3 seconds that I had my hoodie,
who stole it?
I love it. My son confiscated it.
You're kidding me.
He did. He
He's like,
loved
I
it.
look
You're
good
the one
on.
that says about the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, I
If
can
I was
rock.
a bird, I'd know who I'd shit on.
Yeah.
I can rock this orange, and he wasn't wrong. He
That's
totally
right.
rocks
You did
it.
get the orange.
And he walked to school, and he's like, made me take my hoodie off.
Oh, dress coded him.
I wore
Oh,
mine
it
to
said
school
shit.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Nate's
take
got a
it. He
good
made him
one
take his
coming.
off because it said shit.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna be at the show tomorrow?
No,
No.
I can't go to the show.
He's not
old
21.
enough?
Not
That's
old
right.
enough.
I thought he wasn't.
But you guys are going to be joining us at the Swashbucklers Bash
Yep.
too.
Yes, we are. So we'll
So-
have some inventory there.
So Carol people that
Yeah.
are going to be
Will-
at the show tomorrow night,
Will I be
there's
able
going to
to go
be
to
more
that?
stuff. It's 18.
Yeah, but I'm with
But
the crew.
but you are with the crew. I
You're
don't know.
with the
I'll have
crew.
to talk with
We got to
How old are
clarify
you?
it.
yeah.
17, almost 18.
17. Yeah.
Wow. And
So
I'm
that's-
giving him offensive hoodies.
I don't give a shit. My mom don't give a fuck.
I know your
Yeah.
mom thought it was so funny.
Your mom is
She came
funny.
up to me.
My mom came up to her and was like, "I want
Tuscaloosa.
one too."
Yeah.
She's like, Roxanne, what's the hoodie that you're gonna make him? And I said, should I say it?
Yes,
It's
Very
pretty bad.
nice.
please.
Yeah, immigrants are like sperm, a million get through, but only one works. And we thought who better to wear that than Nate.
Yeah.
He's our
And he
token
was
Asian
proud and said he would wear it. I said,
Oh,
well, then
hell
I'll
yeah.
make it for you.
Dude,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
support that
She
all
thought
winter.
that was funny.
All
and
winter.
I said to her, I'm Roxanne. She's like, is your mom's name Dawn, correct?
Yeah.
I'm Dawn. I'm his mom. I'm like, oh.
guy.
You're his
Like,
mom.
whoa,
Of course
what
you're his
did-
mom.
what did I do?
Nope. I think it's funny.
I don't
said,
care
"Well, I'm
what
glad."
my school says. I go to the alternative in Karen now. I'm
Yeah.
wearing that sweatshirt every
Ah,
day.
there you go.
Every day.
There you go.
I hope you're
Hilarious.
listening, Joanne, because you're gonna get it.
So October 5th is when the Swashbucklers Bash is going to be, and that's going to be located at 2285 West Wells Road here in Caro.
Yep.
It is
That'll
not the
be
same
fun.
place where Tuscaloosa was at, just so everybody knows, so you're not at the wrong place.
Right.
I don't know if the landowner would be happy about that.
That was
uh,
fun.
but that was a lot of fun.
That was a good time.
And it's going to be outside of Caro. Let me see here. There will be camping spots available on first come, first served basis.
Mhm.
Bring a tent. Their tickets are $10 at the door, $15 for couples, 18 and up. Let's see. Music from Arsenic Tea Party, Dead in 5, Abstract Aura, All Day Monday, Tightly Wound, Super Horn Dog, Rated R, Decayed Grace, Scott Green, Hand Jobs for the Homeless, Second Salem.
What a lineup. I'm
Yeah.
sad I'm going to miss
Yeah.
that one.
And the food's going to be by Tamale Rose. So
Nice.
sponsors for this are Studio 42 Tattoo, Moonlight Studio, Strange Friends Media, SFM, Survivor Girl Podcast, Mitch's Fake Radio, Rocks100.com, and Don't Make This Weird. So there is a link. If you go to Swashbucklers Bash, it's tickets are available. There's a link there that you can click on and go over and get your tickets now. Like I said, $10 at the door, but $15 for couples. That's a good price.
Yeah.
It's not
That's not
bad at
bad.
all. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be different vendors there. Highly Offensive Hoodies going to be joining us. And we're going to be hanging out so you guys can come and see us, meet us. So,
Yeah, so me and Nate
Come
are
and
getting
let
in
us
for
offend ya.
$15.
yeah.
What?
She said couples are $15, so you and
I
I
don't
are
care
getting
who you
Oh,
love.
well, we should get 10
Yeah.
off of that then, because we're part of the group.
Oh, I got a couple things here in chat too before we move forward. Becky says, "Okay, gang, the link has been shared on the Don't Make This Weird page.
Awesome.
Do all that stuff Tony
Thanks,
and Heather
Pepper.
said to win the 2 tickets."
Sweet.
And she said, "Loving the shirts, ladies."
Thank you,
Thank
Pepper
you.
Potts.
Yes,
Thank you,
Becky.
Pepper.
We appreciate you doing that.
See, I love this screen because I know everybody can see this, but it's like got this scrolly stuff with the
Yeah,
the,
thank
the
you.
pop-up animation and just like our logos.
I want to do more to it, but I don't really have the time to sit down and fiddle fuck with it until I can get it how I want it.
Well,
I mean, it's-
our next show, we can put up Mitch's Fake Radio on there too, so we can advertise for him.
Then we need to pull up one of his logos and put it on here. Then,
Oh
so that I
yeah,
can
that's
do
right.
that.
I'm working on it.
It don't-
working on it.
It almost looks like we're professional.
I'm getting
Yeah.
there.
If
I'm
we
getting
would have
there.
been on time and got the cameras
Really
right, we
close.
would have been. We would have been.
And speaking of
kidding.
that,
Well, I thought Chris was going to be here, so I
to-
set up so
That's
both of them
alright.
were in the show.
to
You better
give
be
some
okay.
shout outs, the fact that like Joe Rogan, because I've been listening to a lot of his stuff lately. I listened to the one with him and Rob Zombie. Amazing episode. You got to watch it. And then I watched I'm almost all the way through the one with him and Dan Aykroyd. Incredible interview. Just, it's amazing. And I'm looking at his camera setup, and he's got one that's kind of straight on, and then he's got one for each one of the guests, and he's got one for the screen. And that's it. And I'm going, y'all seen our setup? Like, this is awesome. We're on the same level as Joe Rogan, if not more, because
That's cool.
we've got more stuff going on. So I'm like, this is great. You know, he gets millions and millions of views all the time because it's Joe Rogan. You know,
Sure.
who the hell am I? I'm Tony Bradley, and I you know, I'm a co-host on a show called Don't Make This Weird, and I'm an executive producer for a bunch of other shows. And it's just crazy because I'm going, this is great. We do it in the studio. They do it in the studio. And it's so cool because there's no competition for podcasters because each show is just a little bit different than the next one.
Yep.
So
That's what's
I
fun.
felt really good about that watching it because I'm listening to the interview. I'm like, wait a minute. They keep switching between cameras where, you know, the one camera's on Joe and the other camera's on whoever his guest is. And then every once in a while, the guy will flip over to like the big screen behind him and they'll post a link up or a image or a photograph or something. And I'm going, we do that. And we have an intern that does that.
It's
on
professional.
point that makes us look great because we have no fucking clue what we're doing.
I
least
mean,
you admit
speak
it.
for yourself, man. Just kidding.
Hey, you admitted yourself that you
don't.
just push buttons.
I like to push
But
buttons.
she
yeah.
knows the buttons to push.
Right.
That's
I
after
do.
the intern showed her.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I do it more often. I don't even have to look at it. Look, Heather, Tony, hosts, you guys, you guys and the host.
Impressive, man. Impressive.
He was sleeping in the chair a couple episodes ago, just pushing buttons because, like, the minute someone would change, we're like, "Is he sleeping?" And then click and click over to another one. I'm going,
Nope.
he's doing this shit in his
Yeah,
sleep.
he did. He literally had his eyes closed. And
Yeah,
he
I
still...
was seriously. I was laying in the comfy chair, sleeping, and still changing between cameras, and somebody else would start to talk.
So we
I
need to
mean-
give you credit.
Yes, yes. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Nate.
Thanks,
Good
Nate.
job.
I used to have to
Bob.
look at the keypad every time I had to change things. So like, you guys are talking now, 5. No,
Jeremy
he's
should
laughing.
get it.
3.
Jeremy says both excellent interviews, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was funny because we were talking about that,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Hey, man, did you catch the Joe Rogan episode when he was talking to Rob Zombie?" And he's like, "Actually, I did," because he's like, "I don't like Rob Zombie's music or his movies, but it was a really great interview.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always liked Rob Zombie, and I've caught him in a ton of different interviews, and like he was on what was it, Counting Cars or something like that.
Okay.
Real cool, laid back dude. And then, of course, Dan Aykroyd, and anybody who has seen any movies in the 21st century, you've had to see Dan Aykroyd. And the dude is like stupid educated. Like he knows so much stuff and is constantly educating himself. And I'm going, I want to sit down with that dude. Because just he has no notes in front of him at all. And he's just boom, rapid fire all day long. And I'm going, and Joe's going, you have no notes. How do you remember these dates and these names and these times? And just super intelligent dude. So yeah, it's really cool when you get to see stuff like that. And there's obviously there's no comparison because it's Joe Rogan, and then you have us, but we're on the same platform. We're podcasting, we're interviewing guests, and you know it's really cool to see something like that. So
it's fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy it. I know that we've been at so many episodes now, so many, and I think we've only taken off like three of the days. And when we actually sat down, I sat down and started adding up, and between Don't Make This Weird and Mitch's Fake Radio and Survivor Girl, we do 97 episodes a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Wow, that's
awesome.
dedication.
I was like,
too.
ooh.
and we're adding
it's
on
fun.
another podcast,
Yeah.
so there's going to be even more episodes
Right.
a year.
That's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. I'd like to see more people put together podcasts out of our studio, too, because it's just,
Yeah,
it's cool. It's fun to see. We're hoping to get more of the behind the scenes up there so that you guys can see kind of what we do, you know, because you guys just get the final kind of finished product. But we want to put some more of that stuff up, and then like behind the scenes at our events and things that we do, different videos, and there's a newsletter that's coming out for Survivor Girl, which I think is going to be fun.
I finally got all of the ideas in place for my article.
Nice.
And Pepper Potts, shout out to Becky.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so here's the idea I have for my article. And I went off for like 20 minutes. And she's like, did you take a breath that whole time? I'm like, no. She's like, I think I got enough here to work with.
I
And I'm
think
like,
that's what she was talking about yesterday when she was like, between you and Tony, because that's all I did is like boom, boom, boom. I sent her like 5 messages of
Yeah.
me talking, and this is what can you check out this, look into this, can you do this today? So yeah, because I was driving, I'm like, yeah, I don't text and drive. So
well, and that's the thing is you know, to dote on Becky some more, just because she is so incredible. We give her shambles of incomplete thoughts, and then she just turns this into, is that what you were getting at? And it's way better than
yeah,
Worded and put
Oh,
out
yeah.
there, and
she.
for
the
sure.
thought actually gets processed.
She is a wordsmith genius.
Yeah. She's like, Heather, you're a bit wordy, and I'm like, oh my life. Thank you for fixing that. Thank you for making me look good.
Right. Well, and that's
Wow.
the thing is, it takes a crew when you're doing something like this, and I'm sure you guys know
Takes
too.
a village.
You know.
You know, when you're trying to come off as professionals, giggity.
Sometimes.
You know, you have somebody that's their wheelhouse. You know, hey, make me sound like I am, because I have a very difficult time portraying an
Sure.
idea when it comes to speaking in front of people or writing a news article or whatever it is. Even though when you're just having a general conversation with somebody, all your points are just popping off and they're going, oh, duh, I get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you, Becky, for not making me sound like a third grade educated idiot.
Thank you for making it look like I don't write my stuff with crayons. That's what I got. So, but yeah,
Ah,
I appreciate it too. Just saying.
yeah.
But
So
yeah.
tell us more about what you guys got going on there.
Yeah,
with
what
the
other events
hoodies
and stuff you got going on?
Next weekend, I'm going to be, well, tomorrow night, we're going to be at Mitch's Comedy Show with Highly Offensive Hoodies. And then, I'm trying to think of next week and how it falls. Next week, I will leave on Thursday noon-ish to go to Harvest Gathering. No. Yeah, Thursday night to go to Harvest Gathering. Not Harvest Gathering.
Handmade festival.
Handmade Festival.
Thank you.
Sorry. Harvest
No, you're
Gathering is this
fine.
weekend. Handmade Festival over in Chesaning. Now, this is a really, really cool festival. Ruppel Brothers, they're one of the main bands that play in this group.
Okay.
Nice.
Their parents started this festival kind of in honor of them and the community and all of this stuff.
Nice.
So I will be vending for Uplift there. I will probably take HOH with me.
Is it appropriate?
It's appropriate
There
enough.
you go.
And so it's at the Chesaning Showboat Grounds. And that's a Friday, Saturday family event. Very, very family event.
Cool.
And very cool. Lots of bands, lots of fun stuff. You can camp. Similar to the Tuscola-palooza type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the weekend after that, Uplift Creative Center is in Mears, Michigan for Hippie Fest.
Nice.
Yes. So within that next 2 weeks, we'll be gearing up for Hippie Fest and then for the Washbucklers thing.
Oh, yeah.
Uplift will be at Hippie Fest, and then Roxann will
Go for
represent
highway
us at Swashbucklers for
Nice.
HOH.
Yeah.
And we'll probably have, material at both.
Awesome.
So
Very cool.
for sure. So lots of stuff going on there.
Lots of screen printing.
Yeah.
And gearing up for the fall and winter classes. A lot of people want to get the most bang for their buck for Christmas presents for friends.
Yeah.
If you think about it, right? Or, oh, man, we don't do that gift exchange thing. Well, hey, if you keep it under this dollar amount, it doesn't make it too awful to do gifts for friends. So if you can create a craft or something that you can make yourself or in a class, then you can have something that you can make stocking stuffers or extra little things that can be for your friends.
That's cool.
That's what we do when we're being have.
Yeah.
Right.
When we're trying to be professional.
Yeah. That's what
When we're
you guys
not,
do.
we're walking around saying no habla fuck
I love
That's
it.
my favorite shit. to
Mine
do.
too. My
I go in the
vote.
store with one of my
vote.
sweatshirts on and I forget.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I'll go in the
Yeah.
store and totally forget. And then I'm pissed off because I'm looking at somebody.
Why is
thinking,
somebody staring
"Why the
at
fuck
me?"
Are you staring at? me?"
Oh, I
Right.
forget, and then somebody will mention. I'll be like, I don't give a fuck.
And then I realize they're looking directly at it, and then I look down. I'm like, oh yeah, it says "fuck off, we're full."
Yeah.
In the shape of the United States. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah,
you're
I was
offended.
walking around Walmart, and somebody looked at that.
It's
and then
always
looked up at me,
Walmart.
and then looked down
Mhm.
at the shirt, and then looked up at me and goes, "What the fuck?"
Used
I
to
went,
all
yeah,
how, weren't
exactly.
they?
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
have friends and people that are fans of the page or think that this is a funny, great idea.
Yeah.
They will send me stuff. Well, I have a girlfriend that
We were on the way.
she was not feeling good a week ago, and she ended up in the hospital. So they didn't know if she had, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I shared this portion of it. If she had a seizure, or if she had a stroke,
Oh,
she's
man.
okay.
Yeah.
So she sent me this message tonight after she went and saw what we had created at Uplift today, which was those shirts. And Cindy did some wonderful shirts for Greta Van Fleet.
Seen
That
that.
actually some of those
Nice.
shirts are going to the guys of the band.
Nice.
But so this
Congrats.
friend was basically trying to send me a saying,
Yeah.
and she's done this before, and I didn't follow her. I thought that she had had another stroke, literally.
Oh,
With
no.
the message that she had sent. But if
Okay.
you
Yeah,
you
and I
understand
started
how
reading
she-
it, I said to Cindy, I think my girlfriend had another seizure.
Oh man.
And I start reading it, and Cindy's like, come on, Roxann, read it again. It says, you are so sofa king, we totted.
And she's like-
and I'm like, I don't get why she's saying I'm a sofa king. She's like,
I'm like,
Roxann,
"Rox!
read it again. I'm like,
Sofa
you
king."
so fucking retarded. Oh, I fucking retarded. I got it. So Ashley, if you're out there listening, ha, fucking ha.
That was
I'm
really
fucking retarded.
that was my funny about the I screw, I nut, I bolt.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
truly didn't get it until
didn't
we
get
were
it, and then when
printing
she-
it
She
today.
starts laughing.
I'm giggling.
I said,
I'm
"Your what's
giggling.
so fucking funny? I just now got this."
This
Really?
shirt is fabulous.
She wouldn't stop giggling at the no habla fucktardo.
You gotta giggle
She's
at these
just playing
things.
with
Man,
it.
I would wear the shirt underneath of one of the hoodies.
Yeah, oh,
Right.
yeah.
Well, we're debating on the which vagina shirt to do.
I'm a
that one-
vegetarian. Or
Angry
People love
taco.
that. We have one
Angry
like
taco
that.
is good though.
That one I think we
like
would need
that.
some time.
I could
We
wear that
wanna
one to
do more
school,
than
too.
One color on that.
Yeah.
Shark Week. Hoo ha ha.
Yes.
Okay,
I
that's an
already have
Applebee's
Shark Week down,
inspired
but Shark
drink.
Week, ooh, haha.
But
Oh, that's
we
great.
found a couple that were pretty hilarious, and we're excited to print them.
Yeah.
See how people respond. For
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
you know, will be interesting. I've got a
I love
I've
it.
got a pink one that I ordered, and I want to put cunt cake on it
Yes.
for tomorrow.
I
So-
love it.
With a great big birthday cake type thing.
Love
Yeah,
it.
so when you look for me, just call me cunt cake. You know?
I think Shark Week has to be black on red or red on black.
Mm.
Of course,
Mhm.
absolutely.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
What you should totally do is do like a line between the two, and have it be like Jaws, where the bottom part is ooh ha ha, and then Shark Week on top of it, where
Yes.
it's resting on top of the water.
And there's like a shark's mouth, and it go just a shark's mouth coming out of the water, and then it says shark, like the image of the shark, and then week,
Yeah,
and then ooh, ah, ah,
Yes.
on the bottom.
Love
fish
it.
your friends, not
You come up
food.
with some weird shit. Trust me.
But people love it.
We do, but we would come up with weird shit that other people wouldn't understand. You know,
Yeah.
It would be like a one-time joke, like when you guys were talking about that click boom Jenny or whatever. Whatever it is, like I got it. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
got it because I listened.
Thumb click Jenny.
Yes, thank you.
Thumb click
But
Jenny.
if I just saw him wearing that shirt, I would think that was so stupid.
Yeah. What are you
But
talking
what are you talking about,
Yeah.
man?
Or no, is Jenny thumb click?
Yes, yeah,
Can't
that's
get no
it.
dick.
That's
That's it.
And then
That's
on the
it.
back of the sweatshirt, you have to put what episode it is. So people can get
Yeah.
Something. It's
Yeah.
just funny. So,
Yeah.
but we're
That's a
having
good way to
time
advertise.
doing this.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is. That's a good idea.
I have fun when people are like, "What's your podcast name?" And I'm like, "Don't make this weird." And they're just like,
What are you talking
"I'm
about?
not
What's your
making it
podcast
weird." No, really, don't make this weird.
They get that stupid.
And then you have to
look on
whip
their
out a
face.
business card.
They're like,
Yeah.
I'm not. Heather's actually done it a couple times, and it was absolutely hilarious. She's like, shh, 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 shh. Don't make this weird.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to put on the back of our HOH business cards is the no habla fucktardo.
Yeah.
We don't speak retard. I'm sorry.
Don't go calling and being all retardoed.
That's not happening because I will hang the fuck up on you.
I speak English and bad English. So, yeah.
And we do
I speak
custom
English and
designs
bad
too,
English, not
so-
fucktard.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring order forms with us tomorrow. If people have
Oh,
their
cool.
own designs and they want, and we'll be in
Nice.
here.
Or if
2
we don't
weeks
have a
from then.
size or color they want.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
That's awesome. Now, do you have?
Just don't make it too complicated. Well, what are we taught? Oh,
We try hard, but
just us
trying.
2 girls.
Just too dumb.
So do you guys
So
have?
fucking retarded.
Do you guys have like gift certificates or anything? Also, maybe with the holidays coming around that people could purchase. too?
Absolutely, yes.
Awesome.
Uplift does have gift certificates.
Very
That's
cool.
So cool.
Very cool. And like when you guys were talking about the doing the Christmas basket thing and all that, that would be perfect for at work when you don't have a lot of money to get everybody
Or
something.
don't
You got
want
30
to be
people.
So personal.
Yeah.
It's just sort of a general gift,
Yeah, I like that.
you know, but it's still a personalized, thing.
Yeah,
So
I think that would be awesome.
and the classes are fun. You get to go and learn. So just so that other people understand that Cindy has a brick and mortar store in Bay City called Uplift Creative Center, and out of there we run our highly offensive hoodies and a variety of other businesses.
Little businesses, yeah.
Tons.
Yes.
Like I said, it's easier to ask what she doesn't have going on
Yeah.
versus what she does. And if she doesn't have it and you want it, we pretty much make it happen, whatever
One
it
way or
is.
another.
Yeah.
That's
We
cool.
have
I
a
got
good time.
to get the lowdown on ice dyeing and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
That was
cool.
really cool, and I've seen the different stuff. There's so many cool things that you have in the store for sale too. So you guys have got to go stop in, go over to their Facebook page and like it too, so you can follow what's all going on.
I have all kinds of consignment items
Yeah.
where I'll have an artist who doesn't necessarily have the time to hold a class, or the classes aren't something for, I don't know what the
Beginners.
fuck you're laughing about, but
She said ice dying, and all I'm thinking is like this scene in my
being
head.
pelted with ice.
Well,
Death.
no, like there's this weird mafia scene going on with an iceberg and a
God.
glacier going. Get in the water.
This is an ice dye.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That is a liquid dye.
It's a way
Okay.
that you tie
Yeah.
dye a shirt.
All
or
right,
clothes.
because
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, sleeping with the fishes. See,
Get
that's
pushed
why I
off
was
like a
cracking.
Get in the water,
eh?
Yeah.
So
No.
that's ice dye. That is cool as shit.
That's
right.
very
so see
cool.
how it's got a different like
Yeah.
watermarky effect to
Yeah,
it?
Almost like droplets in some spots.
I would totally get down with that.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right.
It's so
and that's
cool.
a
I mean,
liquid.
I love the color in that one, but that one's
Yeah.
just got some cool shit
It's
to
a
it.
whole
Yeah.
different ball game. And
That's
I do a
cool.
lot of ice dyeing in my shop. But what a lot of times is somebody doesn't necessarily have the time to teach a tutorial or teach a
Yeah.
class,
Yeah.
but they do have a stock of product.
Okay.
Or that class might take 6 hours and you really don't have time for it, but you'd rather just buy the item.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have those items in my store. I have beautiful, like the cool Ozark cups that are paint poured and acrylic coated,
Nice.
and I have paint pour items of, like the outline of Michigan that look like a beach, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you
just
want a
there's
unique
so
gift, that's the
many
place to go.
different hand
That's cool.
beaded necklace pendants out of like actual stone. Just so many awesome things that are all handcrafted by people right here in the Tri-Cities.
I love it.
Nice.
That's really cool.
I don't buy
They're very
anything that was
talented.
mass produced.
They're very
That's very
talented
cool.
artists and crafters.
That is so cool. Yeah, we went to last year. Our friends at Stone Cottage Farm invited us to this Made in Michigan
Yeah.
thing,
Oh, cool.
and it was so cool. We walked in there, and like everything was local.
Yep.
And they had so much cool stuff. They had cookies, they had chips. Like the chips were
The chips were
incredible.
really good.
And we actually ran into some people that like made homemade wine.
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
can we get samples of that?
Yeah. Take the samples
everything.
home.
Yep.
Mhm. It was really cool. And then I'm like, hey, Tony, watch this. I'm going to win this basket. And I did.
She
But it
totally
was
did.
funny because I think I paid like $5 for the tickets.
Yeah.
So in the basket there was Susan B. Anthony's. There was 5 of them. So I ended
Really?
up not paying anything for this gift
Perfect. Yeah.
basket full of stuff, and I was like, this is really cool.
And it was funny because our friends at Stone Cottage Farms was just on the podcast. So we're walking around there, and there was some people that recognized us, which was so surreal. And they're like, you guys are the ones on the podcast. And
Yeah.
we're like, hi.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
a really cool place.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome.
That is a beautiful
awesome.
place.
It was
Well,
a lot
not
of
just
fun.
that, but when somebody actually recognizes you outside your element.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were in Walmart, and seriously, there was a girl in a automated Amigo thing,
Yeah.
and I
Oh, this is cute.
recognized her from an event that we had did. It's called Sunshine Daydreamer
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Arts and Music Festival. And it was an amazing, amazing event. I recommend anybody to take their family to this event next year. It's in Omer, and it's an amazing family event.
That's
whole
cool.
weekend.
My calendar's
But-
going to be full.
But so I
It
saw
already is.
I saw her in Walmart, and I was like, oh, that's my shirt. That's my art. And I was like, hey, nice shirt. And she's like, oh, I wonder where I got it from you. Yes, you did. And she's like, ah! It was just so cool to like literally see my art out in public.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think my tie-dye is my tie-dye is my personal art.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
is.
There's
It's
so many
gorgeous.
different things. And I was showing, I can't remember who it was I was showing the other day, but I was like, look at this. Like, look at this design. Like,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Those Greta shirts, for
Oh,
example.
yeah.
They're beautiful.
There were a couple different times when she was at the historical center.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Because we put on a couple different shows. There. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was cool
love
getting
that
to work
town.
with her. Yeah, it's beautiful over there. Crazy busy,
Absolutely.
but beautiful. Uh-oh. Gotta wiggle the camera cords there.
Look at
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. You fixed it.
So, technology hates us, but it's all right. We
Yep.
still love it. Still love it.
Screw you,
Excited. We got some
technology.
cool stuff coming up, and
Yeah.
That's
we're just
cool.
ramping up, and we
Having
still
a
do regular
blast.
screen printing on the side too. Not
Yep.
just the highly offensive hoodies. We do stuff for schools
That's
and
awesome.
for businesses.
You
and
guys should come out to the Pumpkin Festival because that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
the 6th the weekend.
It's gonna be that same weekend.
The
The
Swashbucklers.
Yeah.
Swashbucklers.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
So
I could come on the 6th, but not the Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna be
walk
happening
around and we'll
too.
shamelessly plug you guys.
Yeah.
Check the shirt out, fuckers.
Yeah, we encourage people if they have any kind of good ideas or
Yeah.
something they want to see on a hoodie to send it to us. We think they're funny.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
even
we have a
like
good time.
anniversary, like I just did T-shirts for my Aunt Barb's 75th birthday. So, and it was ended up being like a peace sign, and then inside the peace sign was my Aunt Barb's name, and then all of her children were the next size down, and then the grandchildren were the
Oh, that's
smaller
cool.
letters.
Oh, that's
Cool.
cool.
So that
That's
filled up
really
the entire
cool.
peace sign, and then on the back it said "Classic since 1944."
That's
Aw,
awesome.
That's awesome.
Easy peasy, you know.
Yeah, and we can do zip up hoodies. I know you
Yeah.
guys mentioned
And-
that because I have them too. Because
Yeah.
the hoodies sometimes
Yeah.
choke me.
Yeah.
So I like the zip up hoodies, but we just do them on the back. They're pretty cool. I got one then, little stick men that says or just shows them fucking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when Chris said that, I'm like, can we do that? Because I'm looking at Heather and she's like, yeah. And Chris is like, Roxanne, we need zip up hoodies. 'cause
Yeah.
Our
Just
necks are
zip-up
too
ones.
fat.
Well, because they just get bunched up or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, if I'm wearing a pullover hoodie, it's great. It's warm, and you guys have incredible fabrics for your
Oh
hoodies.
yeah, those
They're
hoodies are
top-notch.
great.
But those ones that aren't the zip up ones, I feel like I'm being choked out.
Well, and you can
I
wear it
don't.
all the time.
I don't.
Yeah.
I love mine. It's so warm.
I mean, I guess it depends
now
on
it's
how
like
offensive
5
you want to
sizes
be
too
and
big
how
for
much
you.
you want to.
all
Right.
day.
See, what you
every
need to do
day.
is you need to design the zip up ones where it has one thing on one side, so when you unzip it,
Oh, it's probably a pain in the butt.
well,
It's like putting
I mean,
Little
nothing you
pocket.
Just an
nothing
idea.
you
Not
guys
that
couldn't do
bad.
though.
unzip the
Not
one,
that
it's
bad.
like this side says fuck, and you unzip it,
Sure.
and fuck off. I mean,
Right.
Because I just had to unzip it and fold the one side over.
right.
They're just fun. Period.
Becky's blowing up the chat here.
What?
She says, you're both welcome." Then she said, "Angry taco," and then she said, "Die, DYE, not DIE, Tony."
Yes,
Jeez.
Tony.
And then
DYE.
Candy said, "He's our special boy."
Who? Tony or me?
Yep.
I think Tony. I think that's what they're talking
But
about.
no,
Yeah,
seriously, that's what I thought. Like, there's a bunch of icebergs and glaciers fighting it out.
Duking it out.
Sleeping with the fishes. See, it's
Oh my
ice
gosh.
dye.
You're crazy. You're so crazy.
Or
Making
like,
it
what is
lively.
it? The
Like
Detroit River
Titanic.
now. Right, exactly.
Oh,
I'll never
God.
let you go. Bullshit.
Lies.
When you're frozen and I don't want to touch your cold skin anymore.
Here's the funny part about it. They've actually
Fine.
dedicated scientific studies to the size of that door.
Yeah, I've seen that whole.
And I'm going, are you serious right now?
It's crazy.
Why would anybody waste their time?
Because they wanted Jack to survive and survive. There was so much room on that door that he could have survived with her.
Okay.
And I'm
Movies.
going, why would you?
Who cares?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love those people. Like, have you seen Titanic? They're like, don't ruin the ending. I'm going, what?
You already know the ending.
Yeah.
Hey, dumbass, the boat
He's
sinks.
dead.
Oh, God, really?
By the way, dumbass, there's still water in the pool after all of these years.
Oh,
Really?
jeez.
Okay.
No hablo fuck tardo.
Exactly.
No hablo fuck tardo.
Now I see the relevance of the hoodie.
See?
Yeah.
See?
You
get
just
it.
Yeah.
go like that.
In real life, that's really what I just want to do. Just be like,
I don't speak stupid today. You know.
look at my shirt.
Just
This is
don't.
That's a really tame one that you could put on a sweatshirt. I could wear that one to school.
Well, I don't speak stupid.
Yeah.
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 I don't
d-
speak
and I
stupid today.
and I
Sorry.
don't have patience for stupidity. I just don't.
Tell me about
So
it.
that would be. That's a good
I
one.
don't have patience for people who get pitied over words.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
just words.
Right.
True.
Do you know the great thing that happens when you
Valid.
get offended?
Nothing.
Fucking nothing.
It's hilarious.
Quit being a little bitch.
Snowflake
It's
meltdown.
We still got to do the
Snowflake
music for that.
I was gonna say
She
we
had to
still need the
explain it
music.
to me the other day.
Snowflake meltdown.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yep. People offended.
Oh God, it's so crazy because
Offended for no fucking reason.
right.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's
our
nothing to get
boy.
offended over. It's just a bunch of words.
you didn't identify me as the proper pronoun. What are we playing the fucking pronoun game now?
Oh Lord.
Come on.
If you don't like the words, don't read them. Sorry.
it's
Not that hard to figure
complicated.
out.
I've just never understood because someone gets offended because you're like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Because they look like a dude.
Right.
Not that
Call everybody,
complicated.
dude.
Right.
Read the last
What?
one there.
I
What are we
call
doing
everybody
here?
From
dude all the
Candy.
time.
Oh, he's our special boy. Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
Oh, shout out to
We're
Jimmy.
gonna have a lot of fun this weekend.
Love that guy.
We're gonna have a
we're
lot. She's
excited.
got a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun this weekend. Candy was on our Survivor Girl episode last week.
Jerk. I don't
It was
like
a good
you, Candy.
episode.
There was not literally there was not a dry eye in the house on that
The
episode.
sound
No.
engineer cried too.
Yeah. But it
I mean,
didn't
same
happen.
thing with Farmer Chrissy, which shout out to Farmer Chrissy. Love her to pieces.
Oh, that
She's so
episode.
funny.
Whew.
Yeah, like you've been on the show.
Yes.
You know what it's
Mhm.
like.
Yes.
It's not easy material to digest.
No, it's intense.
But the amount of support collectively, even
Yeah.
after the show. I mean, we've got people messages all
Super
the time
positive.
and going, that show really got me in the field
Super positive.
and gave me the courage to do exactly what these women and men are doing. And I'm going, this is crazy. I mean, I've had a couple people message me going, can I send them a friend request on Facebook? And I'm like,
Answer is yes.
hello.
Unless
And-
you're my old stalker. That
Right.
Hell no. Everybody else though, I approve.
And I mean, that's how we reel them in. We get them on this show and it's like, hey, cool, we're going to talk about dick and fart jokes. And then,
Jeez.
Hang on a minute.
right.
We have a little
Right.
heftier subject for you.
A
Let's
little
just shift
something
focus.
else for you. A little something.
But it's such a cool show. And I mean,
Thank
for
you.
Heather and Becky, they've reached out to so many people and they've come on and they've told their stories. And some of us have not had a clue on where they were coming from. And then boom, they drop that one thing in their story. And it's like, oh, holy cow.
Absolutely
courage.
understand their person.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like all of it makes sense now why they are the way that they are.
Sure.
And can I just come across the other side of the studio and give you a big hug?
Right.
Because it's
You
incredible.
never know what somebody else is living with.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just don't.
You don't.
Right.
That's
So
why-
don't be a
nice.
dick.
Yeah.
Be
You think
nice.
somebody's so put together, or
Yeah.
maybe you don't think they have the same trials, tribulations, or
Right.
whatever it
Right.
is. Then you learn something about them, and you're like, wow.
Didn't
And that's a
know.
very serious topic.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
Sexual assault or abuse
Yeah.
in any shape or form is damaging and traumatic.
Yep.
And some of your guests are more so in other ways,
Yeah.
than others.
Oh, yeah.
But in any light that you shed on it, God bless you for it.
Well, and the amount of strength and courage that some of these guests have come on, because, I know Candy, and not to tell tales out of school, but she's like,
Sure.
I'm not okay. I don't want to do this anymore. I am freaked the fuck out.
Oh, about the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
And there's been
gets you.
there's been more than one guest. I mean, I know me. I've been on the show, and I'm like, nope, not doing it. Fuck that. Mm-mm. But
It's a very difficult subject.
right, and to be surrounded by Heather, Becky, just
Positive
oh
people.
god, the tribe is fucking amazing.
They
And-
made it feel so intimate when I was here that
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt like I was just talking with them. I know there was other people listening.
Yeah,
I get that it was being broadcast
right.
and videoed, but they made me feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
I felt like I could just tell my entire story more so in even more detail than I
Mhm.
typically would
Yeah.
on a public forum.
Well, and that's the thing is, all of this stuff just goes
It
away,
faded away.
and you have a conversation. I mean, yes, there's a microphone in front of your face, but it's
It
literally
fades.
who is sitting next to you as
Sure.
you're talking about this stuff. And with all of our different podcasts that we do, it's such a different dynamic, but there's always that, hey, we're in this conversation together.
Yeah.
No one is ever ohana. No one gets left behind.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's such a cool dynamic with this show, with the Survivor Girl podcast, with Mitch's Fake Radio, all Mitch all the time, all fake. But it's still
He's all fake.
it's all fake.
Oh, that's
It's still a very huge community effort because we do pre-production and all of this stuff, and it's so much fun when you see these people after a show, regardless of what show it is, and it's like, hey, I caught the show, that was fucking great. Or you run into somebody at, like you guys said, Walmart,
Sure.
and it's like, I caught the Survivor Girl podcast, and I'm going, oh shit. And they're like, no, that was amazing, that their story helped me survive and thrive and do these things that I was
Carry
so
on for the
scared
next day.
to do, because nobody could ever have gone through the same thing that I've gone through. but this story helped me out. And I went, cool.
You listen to it and you take a little bit of
Right.
courage
Right.
from the person who's telling the story.
Yeah. Oh, for
telling the
sure.
experience, excuse me.
Absolutely.
You know, you can take a little bit, and they may not even realize how courageous or strong they're being.
Right.
They
Yeah.
are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Takes so much energy to go there.
Oh,
And
it so does.
and like you said, it's not so much the story; it's the experience that they've had, and
Mhm.
that's what they're sharing, and
They're
you know,
reliving it when they're telling.
yeah, that's the hard part. So we do try to check in with people after they are on the show to make sure that everything's good, because once you start talking about it again, you start to have some feelings about
Yep. Vietnam
offering.
flashback.
yeah, like when
You're offering an avenue for healing.
yeah,
You
Oh, yeah.
really
sure.
are.
yeah,
You're not just offering an avenue for discussion, which you are.
right,
But for the people who are telling their experience, you're offering them an opportunity to heal.
Yeah.
Each time they tell their experience, their story, they are healing. You'll get to a point. I got to a point where I don't cry when I tell it. I
Yeah.
couldn't
Right.
talk for a while about not even mundane details about it, but the majority of it.
right,
Yeah.
Just the quick scope of it. This is what happened. This is how long. You know, just I couldn't.
it was yeah,
Mhm.
I'm at a point where I gave a speech at CMU, Take Back the Night.
Yeah.
I've come on here. I can talk to anybody about it and I don't burst into tears.
yeah,
That's
healing. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
takes a lot of opportunities like that, but it's super scary.
Oh,
But when
yeah.
you get with people who make you feel like what you have to say is important,
Mhm.
relevant, and matters to someone else,
Absolutely.
not just to you,
right,
Yeah.
it makes a huge difference in the way that you accept it yourself.
right,
A huge difference.
Oh, yeah. And that's, it's been so funny because after the show or before the show, when we've done, this show,
Mhm.
and Heather will look at me and going, I want them on the Survivor Girl podcast. And I'm going, that's on you.
yeah, oh yeah,
'Cause-
I know.
Two
Well-
totally different shows.
Oh,
very
yeah,
much
absolutely.
so,
But
very
both
much.
very well worth the listen.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate the support. It's been just incredible being able to do both of these, and and to now with Mitch's show and everything. It's just I don't know. It's really fun to do.
Blessed.
It's great. It's
And
you
we're
meet
not
so
above
many
shameless
cool
promotion,
cool
so-
people.
Obviously.
Yeah. But you meet so many cool people too. With our guests and everything.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
made so many friends, and that are family now too. It's cool.
Yeah, and
It's a
the
lot of
tribe
fun.
is ever expanding because, with the festivals and the
Mhm.
events and
Yeah.
the parties and stuff that we've been invited to, it's just been such an incredible thing. I mean, I think of the story about Dawn when
Mhm.
she came down to the man cave
Yeah.
and we were partying with 3OF for Labor Day because we were telling her about it. It's like, you got to come down to the man
Yeah.
cave. And she's, kind of hemming and hawing.
Sure.
And she came down there, and as soon as she walked in, she's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You want to come back? I want to stay here.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because, down there, it's a different dynamic, but it's
Very
still
much.
very tribe and community oriented.
Right.
You've got everybody there that is just a huge support system, regardless of what you're going to. And, it's so much fun because, we've done live shows down there. We went
Mhm.
live on our channel
Yeah.
for Don't Make This Weird,
Yep.
partying with 3OF on Labor Day. We were going to do some stuff with the Survivor Girl podcast
But
and
it didn't come up though. But
had more technical
Mhm.
issues.
it's all right.
But, it was surreal walking down in the man cave there, and there's this 17-foot, projection screen. And the whole entire time, there's a slideshow going on
Mhm.
of Strange Friends Media, and we've got this really cool graphic of
crazy.
Mitch's Fake Radio, Survivor Girl podcast, and Don't Make This Weird. And you're walking in and you're seeing this, and I'm going, this is crazy.
This is on a huge screen. Like this is
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was very cool, and
That's very cool.
being able to sponsor different things has been really cool. We
Yeah.
did the Leading Ladies Music Festival,
so
School
cool.
Palooza. Now we're working with the Swashbucklers Bash,
Yep.
and I have got to get back with Crazy Babies. They
Oh, yeah.
want us to help promote too, so it's
Fun,
like
fun,
yeah,
fun. They are great.
they're coming to Bay City.
Really?
Crazy Babies. What
Yeah.
is this?
Oh,
It's
they're
it's
great.
an Ozzy tribute band, but they are so legit. Like
They
Yeah.
are. I thought when we were going to see them,
yeah.
I was really on the fence. Like, all right, do I even want to stay to the
Mhm.
end and watch Crazy Babies?
Yeah.
Like, that was the point. Okay. And then they came on stage, and I'm like, not only do they look like him.
Yeah.
But this dude sounds like him. They're doing an
Rock and
amazing
roll.
job. I know he said that a lot. He
It was
did.
cool though. Like it was.
He
really
did a good
cool.
job.
He
And
did.
everybody that played at Tuscaloosa was amazing.
Weren't
We
they?
had a great time. The
Looking
vibe, the
forward.
energy there was wonderful. You couldn't help but enjoy yourself.
Oh, for sure. It
yeah,
was
that's
a
where we
great
offended
time.
a couple people with the.
Yeah, but there was a
with
lot
the
of people that
hoodies.
were asking where to get them.
Yeah, it was
Like,
funny,
oh no,
too.
look at here.
Yeah.
I point to
That
my
was
back,
one
yeah.
with your mom was here in the aeroplane.
Yes. Great.
When we met the first time at Mitch's show,
Yeah.
Heather's like, look at her hoodie.
That was Adam. Adam was like freaking out over the hoodie. He was like, check that out. That's so funny. He's like, my sides. Oh my gosh. And now, like, he loves it because he's got the vegetarian one and he'll wear it everywhere. But, you know, with him, I got to figure out how to get it clean again.
Yeah, because it's white.
Just bring
Yeah.
it back to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have
He's a
to.
dirty boy. He's
Yes,
a dirty boy.
Yes.
We'll tie dye it navy blue.
Oh, there you go.
That'll
Yeah.
be a fun.
He would love that.
He would. He's
Yeah.
funny.
He is funny.
He
He had
is.
so much fun the other day. He's like giving a shout out. He's like,
I know.
he put a
He's so
shout out. I
cute.
was like, you didn't put Cindy on there. She told you where to go fishing. He's like, I gotta add her as my friend. It was so
He
funny.
wants to go fishing right away.
Oh yeah, he's so much fun. So
He's
but
got a good attitude.
he does. He's got a really positive attitude. It's a lot, you know.
So a
It's
special
helpful.
boy.
It's helpful
Yeah.
because sometimes I don't have that positive an attitude, and I get like little. He used to call me Falk, Tiny Hulk, because I'd get in a mood and I'd be like, ooh, you know. So it's the
There
balance.
was a GIF running around on Facebook for a minute where it had the scene from Ragnarok when Hulk was like,
Yeah.
so I would send it to her and she's like, shut up, jerk.
I'd say something off the wall and he'd be like, huh. So I'm like, yep, I get it. Falk.
Oh, a
I'm
bad friend.
so funny. But yeah, so it's good to have that balance though, because he'll be like, no, honey, look at it this way, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
He's funny. He did
Good
seem to get a
call.
kick out of that sweatshirt.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody did. So.
He loves it. And now when I'm just like, oh, honey, it's so dirty though. Like, please don't wear that right now. Not dirty because of what it says.
No, because
dirty
it's
because
white.
it's dirty.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just bring it back to me
It's
or bring it tomorrow and I'll take it and bring it back to you.
Yeah,
She'll
he's like,
repurpose
I
it.
washed it, smell it. I'm like, I
just
get it, honey.
stink.
I get it.
Smell it.
Gonna go
Back
smash some
to it.
angry tacos. Is that what it is?
Oh
Oh,
Well,
god.
I
I
didn't
think
come up
it's
with
in like
that.
bright pink. So
Oh.
if we do it like blue and it's got bright pink taco on the front of
It'll stand out even
Not a
more.
blue waffle, but you
True.
know,
That's good.
It's a
I
pink
don't
I was
want.
just gonna
Taco.
say blue waffle and the pink taco.
it's a good combo.
That's a great punk
I
name.
think Denny ought to do that for breakfast.
Oh, God.
Come
blue
on.
waffle and a pink taco.
Tony's
Blue balls and a pink taco.
That's
Oh.
Tony
great.
thought it was funny.
Smash angry taco.
$6.99.
No, it's $3.99 a minute.
Smashed angry taco.
Oh,
We
man.
are so bad.
This
We
is
don't know
great.
how.
No,
Thank
we're all gonna
God.
be there though,
Thank
so it's
God.
gonna be a party, right?
I'm driving the fucking bus, so
Right,
y'all
I'm-
get on.
I'm licking the window. Whatever, man.
Somebody on the
Yeah.
bus better be screwing, bolting, and nutting.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, dude, that's pretty low. Why are you gonna screw?
It's screwing, nutting, and bolting.
Yeah.
Cause
While
I
she's
fucking
licking the
can.
window?
Yes, while she's licking the window.
Try and lick your elbow.
Can you feel it now?
That's why I got the disclaimer for my friends.
My special boy.
Oh, Candy's
No.
Candy's saying in chat, love you guys. I asked her how many people were in the 6 degrees because she's got a really cool page.
Yeah,
It's
she does.
6 degrees truth serum. And she said 196. She's trying
Good
to
for
reach
her.
200.
Hell
so
yes.
you guys got to go like it, or if you've been invited, go ahead and accept that invitation.
Accept the invitation.
And Jeremy saying, always love the tribe inhibiting the man cave. And Candy said, Jeremy loved the man cave. So it's a lot of fun. We got to see
Yeah.
a lead of the or not battle donkey. Oh my God.
Alita Battle
Explain that.
Angel.
There we go. On the big screen. So that was
Oh,
cool.
So cool. And he's got this amazing surround sound system.
Yeah.
So the first time Nate went down there, I'm like, dude, show him the surround sound system.
Yeah.
So we're watching, of course, you know, we're a bunch of guys who love war movies. So you played Dunkirk
Love that show.
and the movie Fury with Brad Pitt,
Mhm.
the dude from The Punisher, Shia LaBeouf, and then the recap guy from the Marvel movies.
yeah.
So, and it was so funny because like both movies, the opening scenes, there's like gunshots and all kinds of shit. So Jeremy cranks up the surround sound. And Nate and I are like, fuck, what the hell?
Fucking moving.
We're ducking because there's like bullets and shit.
Scared the
whizzing
shit
past
out
our
of
head.
That was a ricochet.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. So the opening scene in Fury, right?
My fucking PTSD would be gone.
Exactly. It
That's
fucked
my
us
triggers.
up.
Oh yeah.
So the opening scene of Fury, there's this tank shell that bounces off the tank, and all you hear is zoom. We're like, fuck, man. We're in the middle of this shit.
Put your head down.
There's no way that was a ricochet, man.
That's crazy.
So
He
you know,
hit my
he's,
chair.
oh, it was great. He's like, "Want me to turn it down a little bit?" Nate, me and Nate are like, "Yes, please."
Scaring the shit out of me.
But
I
it was
just pissed myself.
And then there was the other one, and it sounded like there was a SWAT team right outside
Oh,
the
God,
other
it
side
was
of the fucking
crazy.
wall. Like all the banging on the doors and shit.